SGSW 2023创意突击第2集。今天的 episode 有一点 different because today's episode is entirely in English. SGSW Mandarin Pop Songwriting Festival is now calling for more entries. Ever wondered how you could incorporate cross-cultural elements into your song compositions? Be sure to stay throughout this episode to find out more valuable tips from our special guest. Let's go! Hello!
Hi Yoke.
Hi, Syafiqah. Hi. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Wow, Syafiqah, nice meeting you today.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so I heard you are a musician, composer, and educator in the Malay traditional music industry. That's really, really impressive.
Oh.
Yeah, and I also noticed that in your works, you actually have elements of myths and fantasy, and you also incorporate your national identity as well as a cultural heritage inside your works. So could you share with us more about your craft?
I am trained as a Western classical music composer, but I am also a traditional Malay music practitioner. So I do compose in this genre as well. When we talk about traditional Malay music, it is actually a big, huge term that encompasses many different forms of Malay music. So such as Dikir Barat, Kompang. But the music that I'm mostly involved in is called urban-based Malay folk music. This is actually a form of music where we have a group of musicians playing together with specific key instruments, and sometimes they're singing as well. Yeah.
So is there any particular reason why you chose to do urban folk music?
It just speaks to me. The music speaks to me, and it is also a way for me to stay rooted to my cultural heritage. Yeah, I've been doing it for since after secondary school. It's something that I can do, and I would just love to expose people to this form of music.
Wow, that's really impressive. Are there any different music styles that you can explore?
Yeah, definitely. So in urban-based Malay folk music, right, there are actually many styles such as Asli, Inang, Masri, Zapin, and Joget. And these are actually dance music styles. And each of these styles, right, they have their specific drum rhythms. That is how we recognize the styles of the music, you see. The unique thing about this music is that it is actually syncretic. So it means that Malay folk music is a form of music that has different influences from other different cultures. Yeah, but over time, it has evolved to have its own unique sound and identity. It's made out of many different kinds of instruments, and that's why you can see Western instruments also being used. And I play the accordion.
Accordion?
Yes.
Is it possible for us to hear some snippets of your own compositions?
Yes, sure, no problem.
How heavy is this?
It should be around 10 to 11 kg. Well, actually, I'm going to just improvise on this accordion and show you the style of Malay music, how it's actually played on an accordion.
I do Mando pop music. So do you think it is possible for me to incorporate some Malay instrument elements into my music?
Yeah, definitely. Even though the accordion is a Western instrument, but what makes it a Malay accordion is the way that you play the accordion. So it has its specific, characteristics, its own elements, and you can actually include these elements into Mando pop music. Why not? Because music is a universal form of expression.
Yeah, I think I could try
possible.
doing that because
Yeah,
I've never
why not?
done this before.
It would be very interesting.
Maybe we can collaborate.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah. Let's catch up after this. Okay, so are there any works that you would like to share with us?
Basically, I am also the music director of Gendang Akustika, which is one of the several urban-based Malay folk music ensembles in Singapore, right? And my work with them is such that I compose new songs to enrich the repertoire of traditional Malay music or Malay folk songs in Singapore and from Singapore, because we don't have a lot of that here. So this is just a way for me to contribute to the Malay music industry.
So actually today's episode is about incorporating multicultural elements into Mandarin music. So actually I have a song to introduce to you, and this song is called 爱情逃兵. In English, it is called Love Deserter. So what's so special about this song is that it was actually composed by a Malay and Chinese duo. Yeah, and what they did was to incorporate the Malay language as well as Indian traditional instruments into the song.
Oh, it's so interesting.
Yeah, so I was thinking, it would be cool if you could meet them today and perhaps collaborate of some sort.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, would you like to meet them?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, hi.
I've brought a new friend.
Hey, hello, hi.
Hi.
Jianxing.
Jianxing. We are gathered here today with three very, very talented individuals.
I thought 4.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, I was waiting for that. Okay, so just now I was sharing with Syafiqah that you two are very, very talented, and your song 爱情逃兵 Love Deserter actually won the SCCC Xchange Award in SGSW 2021. Would you like to share more about your work?
So this song, 爱情逃兵 Love Deserter, is about the singer whose partner never wanted to commit in the relationship. I wrote the melody first, then I struggled with the lyrics, let it rest for like 1 week. Then, okay, the ideas start coming, and then line by line, my story. I'm more a story writer. There wasn't an original intention to make it a cross-culture. I just wanted to take part in SGSW. So I wrote all in Chinese lyrics. I was thinking, now who to sing this song? But I was swiping TikTok. Then I saw her. Then I hear her voice. I said, wow, I think she would be very suitable to sing this song. So an old uncle, through TikTok,
slide into my
DMs,
DMs.
I DM her.
Yeah.
Say, are you keen for a collab? I've written a song. Do you want to sing my original? She said, okay, you can send it over. I think at the back of her mind, she was like thinking, who's this guy? Can I trust? And luckily, we have a mutual friend.
Yes.
So she checked with the guy. This guy, normal or not? Okay or not?
Can trust or not?
Can trust or not?
Why you're exposing my research?
So I think she got good review of me, and she agreed to sing the song for me. We thought getting a Malay to sing a Chinese song, is it enough cross-cultural element? So I went another step and said, would you like to add some lyrics to it? She kind of like translated some of my Chinese lyrics. It's not easy, right? Because you still have to fit to the number of syllables.
So it was pretty difficult to translate because in Chinese, probably one word, for example, love is I, which is 1 syllable. But in Malay, it's cinta, which is 2. So I had a hard time to squeeze everything together into the melody that he wrote. But at the same time, I'm happy that he gave me the opportunity to write some Malay lyrics because it gave me a chance to represent my identity by, inputting my own mother tongue into the whole Chinese songwriting process.
So what does the lyrics you put inside mean?
Ku tak percaya cinta berakhir di sini. I can't believe that our love has ended.
So sad.
This one is a test to my Malay language.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So when Yokez actually let me listen to the song, right, I heard some interesting percussion in that song. Can you tell us about it?
Because, while we already move into the cross-cultural element, right? In Singapore we have Chinese, then we have Malay, then how about adding another Indian element, right? So I got a very famous percussionist to also come on board, and I think he brought some instrument, including the tabla. During the final, it's like we just jam on the spot.
It's improvised, basically.
Because he's so good on the spot, we just.
So Yohannis, any other interesting experiences you have experienced while writing this song?
Apart from the lyrics part, I think what's interesting is that because my singing is not the atypical voice that you will hear of a Mando pop singer, right? So I feel that when I did my own improvisation, I added my own runs, my own phrasing. there was a unique flavor to the song. This is what I felt.
Some friends like to sing this song and then they try to cover it, right? Then they try to replicate your runs. It sounded different. Different.
Since this song has so many cross-cultural elements, so many instruments, and also Malay singers, shall we also introduce Syafiqah to the collaboration?
Sure.
Yeah,
I think we can try and add the Malay accordion in and see how it sounds like.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
would
would
love
be
to do that.
Let's do that.
Let's go!
Ku tak percaya cinta berakhir di sini. 我们的关系总是扑朔迷离。你说你喜欢的是若即若离的爱情，爱是战战兢兢，像触碰吹爬上同行。我说手不及，你说走就离去，我没有防备，你把我真心浪费。你说你害怕的是爱我会变成伤害我，不愿有那一天被爱情打败。你是个爱情逃兵，不愿你放弃森林，我这棵树愿为你挡风遮雨，你却不肯为我停息在风里，在雨里，你的背影渐渐地远去，我还傻傻望着你，你是个爱情逃兵，写下了这部剧情，让我像个无辜的演员，在你遮荫下陪你演这场戏，我沉醉在角色里，你随时就喊停，把我踢出局，没能赶完结果的执行，何必苦苦纠缠着你的虚情假意？我让你 hindari dari berkasih, aku menyerahkan diri， 不愿再和你有半点瓜葛，不会再和你感情上纠缠不清，这或许是我的宿命，我不会再做你的爱情奴隶。
Such an amazing performance! And I think this song is made even more unique with the addition of the accordion by Syafiqah. Wow, please give yourself a round of applause. 掌声鼓励鼓励 Woohoo! Yeah! Alright, so hearing such a fantastic performance from our three special guests over here, I think you guys must be thinking, wow, actually it's not that difficult to incorporate cross-cultural elements into your music. So if you are thinking about joining SGSW, we actually welcome people from all kinds of music backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds. So if you are thinking about adding some different cross-cultural elements into your song, don't be afraid, just do it. And if your song has strong cross-cultural elements, it will be eligible for the SCCC Xchange Award. Alright, so before we end off this video, we would like to invite our three guests to say some words of encouragement. Let's start with Yohannis.
Basically, don't be afraid to try new experiences. Challenge yourself out of your comfort zone, because you'll never know how beautiful the end result will be. All these cross-cultural masterpieces, you need to experience it for yourself.
I think very important in this type of cross-cultural element, you unlikely to do it yourself. So don't be shy to reach out to, different musicians that can add that extra element to your song. right? I think that's very important.
Don't be afraid to do it, but also be mindful and be respectful about how you do it. It's good that you go to someone, you reach out to someone who actually does it.
Once again, thank you to Yohannis, Jianxing, and Syafiqah for guesting on our program today. 创意突击第2集就此结束。
我写我的歌，你呢？